Vlogmas day 4, right? Yeah. I thought I fixed that. Day 4, I'm pretty sure. If I'm wrong, it's embarrassing for me, just ignore it. But yesterday I ended off the vlog showing that I was using Bliss, what is it even called? Like clarifying liquid peel. So I washed it off this morning. Here's the after. I should have taken it before. I don't like notice a huge difference, but my skin does feel soft. It was an exfoliator, so, and I really like don't exfoliate. So I think my skin does feel soft, but we'll continue to use it. We'll see if it makes me look like a little glazed donut, a little perfect glazed donut. But happy Tuesday. Today is I have class and I have classwork and then a couple other things going on that we'll get on into, but no like internship or anything because Tuesday and Wednesday are my weekends. Just made coffee. I'm gonna sit down and start editing yesterday's Vlogmas video. So I'm feeling good this morning, honestly. I slept in till about 7, stayed in bed till about 8. It's 8:24 right now, so kind of slow start to the day, but I wanted that, so it was perfect. I just made breakfast. If I made breakfast, I mean poured my Cheerios, poured the almond milk, got some blueberries. It's definitely a late breakfast for me. It's 9:45 right now, but I went out to dinner last night, as you know if you watched yesterday's video, and I just ate so much that I was so full and I just was not hungry upon waking. This morning, I forgot to mention this. This morning, I also changed a flight that I have. So I'm going back home for like winter break around like a week before Christmas. And then I was going to come back on January 2nd, which is a Sunday. And the flight was gonna get in at like 8:30, which would mean that I would be getting home at like 9:30 the night before going back to my internship on a Monday morning, like early, and I wouldn't have any kind of recuperation time, like getting groceries. Literally, I wouldn't have any time for anything. And just like how the timing worked out, I was gonna just have to Uber home, which I live kind of far from the airport, so it's usually like a $50 Uber. And so what I did, because it just made more sense in my head all of a sudden, and I don't know why I didn't think of it before, but I switched my flight with Southwest, no change fees, just had to pay the difference in fare for a flight now that's like Saturday morning. And that way I'll get back the same time that I did from Thanksgiving, and the difference, like the fare difference, was $56, which is exactly what the Uber would cost, except now Zach can pick me up from the airport. So like it just made so much sense and the pieces all fit together. So I don't know why I didn't think of that before, but it just feels like a little stress weight lifted off my chest, because now I'll have like the same amount of time of like recuperation, getting life back together after being gone for winter break that I did for Thanksgiving. You know what I mean? The plans for, I look so crusty today, and I mean, today is a hair wash day, so just please don't make a snark page and talk about my grease. But the plan for right now is to eat breakfast, I have to do case studies for my class that's at noon, but I have 2 hours, so I don't know. And then I want to do some of the schoolwork for my class that's on Thursday, just to get that done, out of the way. So I'm feeling pretty good today. It's a beautiful day outside, like bright blue skies. I'm sure it's cold, but all I can see are bright blue skies and it's great. I have 17 minutes right now before class starts, so I just finished the case studies that we're supposed to do before class, and they're really interesting. It's just like a page or so of a story about a person, and then, like I think I mentioned in one of the vlog videos a couple days ago, this week is schizophrenia and other psychotic disorders, and so like we know going into the case studies it's going to be one of those, but it's just kind of figuring out which one it is. So this week there was 4 different case studies. One was schizoaffective disorder with depressive type, one was schizophreniform psychosis with good prognosis, that rhymed, that was funny, one was delusional disorder, jealous type, and one was brief psychotic disorder with postpartum onset. So it's just kind of like clinical practice, seeing symptoms and being able to identify what the diagnosis is, because then that can help as you like go forward into treatment. But yeah, this class is at 12 p.m. It's 11:45 right now, and it goes till 1:30. And then my plan is to afterwards go work out. Good afternoon.
I come to, what are we, week?
I have an embarrassing story to tell you when I get back home. Double that. I have 2 embarrassing stories to tell you. So I went to go work out in the gym, was like walking there. Right outside the door, there were these like 2 men standing, and they had like, one of them had like a backpack. They didn't have on uniforms or anything like that. They were just kind of like standing, and I was like a little on edge just because men, you know, and I don't know, just a little on edge. I was like, that's odd, that's kind of weird, but whatever. So I like walk by them and like scan my little thing to beep into the gym, walk into the gym, and I'm like standing there just about, like I didn't even like situate myself yet. Like I was just standing there like about to get situated to start working out, and I noticed that one of the men had like walked to basically the door that I had just walked into. Like they were a little bit to the side of it, and he walked to the door I walked into, and I was like, that seems a little weird, but whatever. And then I was thinking like, if he doesn't have like a little key card to beep in, then like he can't, so whatever. And then I heard the little beep and the door open. I was like, this man's coming in here, and it was like totally empty besides me in there. And so he walks into the actual like weight area itself, and it's just standing there for a second, and in my head I started to be like, what's my escape plan? Like what's happening? Just because it was like weird vibes, I don't know, and also probably just paranoid. But he was like standing there for a second, and then he said something to me, and I had my new AirPods in my ears. They weren't playing anything though, but I couldn't really hear him, so I was like, excuse me, sorry, like what'd you say? And he was like, we're about to move everything around in here. And I was like, oh, okay, no worries, like I can go work out somewhere else, it's fine. He was like, no, you can finish your workout, it's okay, we're just gonna move stuff around, it's gonna take a long time once we start. And I was like, literally no worries, I hadn't even started my workout, I'll just go somewhere else. And he's like, no, I don't want you to feel like you have to leave, I just wanted to let you know that we're about to start moving stuff around in here, and it's gonna take a long time for us to do that. So I was like, how long is this back and forth gonna go? No, for real, it's fine, I'll just head out. So I like turned around and left, but I was like too embarrassed to walk back out the same door. I don't know why. I don't know why. So I went up to a different door, like walked out of it, and was like trying to find a different way to walk back to my building, and ended up going like behind a building into like the woods, scaling down a rock wall. Too much drama, too much action for me just being like embarrassed to walk back by them on my way out after, I don't know, it was just a weird situation. But then the second weird situation actually happened yesterday, but I just saw the same person again, which is what made me think of it. But I was like, okay, might as well make my outing productive, go check our mail, especially because I'd seen that something I'd been looking forward to, which you'll find out later, had come in. So I was like, okay, perfect, let me go get the mail. Yesterday, when I went to check the mail, there was a woman and her dog that were probably like 15 steps in front of me. And so like far enough, but also it's the same thing where you have to like beep in to get to the little mail room. And so she'd like beeped in and was like open the door, and it looked like she was holding the door open for me. Like I guess maybe I just misread the situation. I think it looked like she was holding the door open for me. So I was like, oh, thank you, and kind of started to hustle because I was still like far enough away that like she'd have to be standing there for a second holding it open for me. So I started to hustle, and she was like, no, you can't come in here. And I was like, okay. So sorry. She was like, just give me a second, I just can't have you come in here with me. So, and it's like an open air thing, like it's not inside, it's whatever. And so I was like, okay. And she was like, yeah, just wait out here. And so I'm like standing, like literally picture the like gate thing shut, she's inside, I'm just like standing there like for a full, it was probably like 2 minutes. So not like excessively long, but also like to just be standing in one spot waiting for this woman to give me permission to come get my mail was strange. But she did have like a dog with her. It was kind of a big dog. And while she was like in there getting her mail, she turned to me and was like, I just don't want him jumping on you. So I was like, okay, like I get it. I respect that, whatever. Like I really didn't bother me that much to wait, but I just like continued to wait. And then it was like, she opened the door to come out, and I wasn't standing close to the door. I was probably like 8 feet away from the door. She opened the door to come out, was like, I can't have you standing there. So I was like, okay, sorry. And I like stepped like off the sidewalk into like the woods almost. Not really, just off the sidewalk. And then she and her dog start to walk out. And this dog, like it maybe like looked at me and then like looked away and like kept going where it was going. Like it was not, granted, I don't know the dog, she knows the dog, but it was not like being hyperactive. It was not barking. Like my dogs are worse when they see people than this dog was being. Like this dog looked like it could not care less. And this woman the entire time they were walking out the door was like, stop looking at her. She does not want to be your friend. Stop looking at her. No big deal, whatever. She walked away. I walked in. Didn't even have any mail in the mailbox, so I waited 2 minutes for nothing yesterday. But today, it was good. Got my mail, whatever. I'm walking back up the steps to come back into my apartment, and I like turn the corner and almost walk into that same dog who was like on his long leash, and he's like right there. Again, the dog is like not paying attention to me, like, but just awful coincidence, I guess, that it's the same person and their dog. But almost run into this dog. Dog couldn't care less. The woman is like, stop, don't get any closer, and like pulling the dog back and everything. And this time, like, I wasn't gonna let her boss me around this time. And so I was just like, hey, and like kept walking up the stairs, which was away from the dog. Like, I wasn't like, I don't think I was being like disrespectful to like her wishes for her dog. Like, the dog wasn't following me, wasn't close to me. It was like they were coming from this way, and I like was walking up these stairs and then still needed to go this way, if that makes sense. So, like, I wasn't getting closer to her dog. But just strange interactions is what I guess the message I'm trying to portray to you. I don't know what is happening, or if I'm the weird one. Like, am I the problem? Am I the drama? I don't think I'm the drama. Yeah, but now, like, I can do an at-home workout. It just doesn't excite me as much. And I was gonna do leg day, and it was gonna be really good. So, a little bit bummed. Also though, I don't even know what they meant by we're about to move everything around in here. Like, I don't know if that means we're getting new equipment, because that could be cool, or if they're literally just moving. I don't know. I feel like I tried to enter the world for the day, and the world said no, go sit in your living room instead. Go lay on your floor a little bit longer and watch more TikToks. I think that's what it was telling me. Like, I don't have anything else to say. That's it. That's it. I ended up being shorter than I thought I'd be, because I can tilt it downwards. No, that's good. You sit down too. So some recent information came to light that spurred Zach and I to want to do 23andMe. Through doing these tests, we will find out definitively whether or not we are cousins.
I didn't think that was an issue.
You open mine too.
Hi.
I still can't open mine. You're beating me.
30% off one kit. Hooray! DNA.
You're so forehead.
Oh. Whoops.
Oh. I guess I could still do mine. It says no food or drink for 30 minutes. Chew gum, brush teeth, smoke. Can you open mine? I'm stuck. I've been working on it for a minute and 30 minutes. Just think tomorrow when I get my nails done, they'll be able to slice right through that.
Wasn't even hard.
I loosened it up for you.
What, you loosened the plastic?
Yeah, I did. Unboxing. Hi. Ooh la la, what do we have here? Ready, set, wait. Okay, let's get started. We gotta get the app. Was that your sparkling water?
Yeah.
You just set yourself up for another 30 minutes.
Well, because I still have food in my teeth.
No, I mean 30 minutes from right now. What's your prediction? We would be cousins?
I doubt it. As I'm Polish.
You're Polish?
I think so.
I thought you were German.
It's half.
This looks fancy.
Fine.
Should I do a little?
They're not gonna be able to see it.
Oh, it's still focusing on me. There's the focus. Just ignore me. Oh, my app downloaded. You can still like register yours and stuff. Get that part done. Do you have the kit in hand and ready to register? Yes. Let's scan the tube inside your kit. Do I give consent for research?
Sure.
It's feeling like it's like part of my greater good. Okay, I'm ready. Is this like your COVID spit tests whenever you had to come up with so much spit?
Mm-hmm.
Unless, do you want me to wait for you?
Well, you already opened yours.
Oh, I was spitting it.
I obviously didn't want to wait for me. So.
Do you want to spit at the same time?
No, I get it.
Do you want... What water is in here? That's not mine.
I don't know, but you should probably read.
It didn't say anything about it being wet. Oh. So once you close it, the liquid in the lid will be released into the tube to mix with the saliva. So it's something sciencey. You want me to...
Sure.
See you in 30. Did you feel the need to show off your hairless legs?
I'm good. But thank you for the offer.
You're welcome. Okay, it's spit time. I think you spit into here, and then that's when you close the lid because it releases this liquid, and then you replace it with the cap. This is gonna take a second. Is this like what your COVID thing was like?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it doesn't go all the way down. We're gonna have to go all the way up here. It's just that section. Do you think I should clarify that there was a Black Friday deal for if you buy 2 kits and we're not actually worried if we're cousins?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you think I should clarify that your legs are hairless because you're a swimmer? Okay. I'm worried mine's too bubbly.
You just cap it and then.
Well, when I cap it.
Oh, I guess that's true.
Like what I'm thinking is, should I fill it a little bit over because the bubbles?
That's the actual stuff. So you need to get this. To
What? I thought my goal was right there. I think mine has more substance than yours. I think I need more stuff. Well, I don't have any more spit left in me. Should I do it close? I'm closing.
That's gross.
It's just water. Why is it kind of chunky? What liquid do you think it mixed it with?
Stuff that has finds DNA.
Like I feel like I can.
Whatever you're seeing fine, it's probably.
So I'm seeing the DNA. That's cool. And then I think I need to actually go to the post office to drop them off because they won't fit. It says human specimen. Love you, cousin.